And good evening and welcome to the beautiful campus of Freed-Hardeman University and Brewer Athletic Center, where tonight the Lady Wildcats of Bethel have traveled here to play our Lady Lions. We are expecting a knockdown, drag-out game as these two teams got after it 60-57. We didn't shoot well, but we rebounded and played some defense, but Bethel, a very physical team, Michael.
That's right. And Lady Lions, they're going to be looking for revenge in this game. Like you said, 60-57, but they've won their last game against Martin Methodist, and hopefully it's going to push that winning streak as we get towards the end of the season here, Coach.
Absolutely. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll be in the pregame show with Coach Joshua Evans of the Lady Lions. And we're here for the pregame show on the beautiful campus of Freed-Hardeman with Coach Joshua Epperson. A big win the other night. Ice in the free throw shooters' veins towards the end of the contest. Not just LeMay, but everybody that shot late in the contest. And that's a real white knuckler right there.
It is, and like you said, that's what helps you win the close games near the end of the game is you've got to make free throws. You're going to get fouled.
And we're here for the pregame show on the beautiful campus of Freed-Hardeman with Coach Joshua Epperson. A big win the other night. Ice in the free throw shooters' veins towards the end of the contest. Not just LeMay, but everybody that shot late in the contest. And that's a real white knuckler right there.
It is, and like you said, that's what helps you win the close games near the end of the game is you've got to make free throws. You're going to get fouled. There's going to be those situations, and the girls did a good job of being cool under pressure, making those free throws when it mattered.
Oh, it really is. The kids, that we had the one sagging point, but you and I both know, and I think the fans do, basketball is a game of ebb and flows anyway, and we just got to avoid the prolonged down period.
Yeah, we've got to consistently play good defense when our offense is maybe not scoring. There are times when your offense, when it wanes, your defense can start waning as well, and that can't happen. The second thing that happens to us sometimes is when our offense is doing solid, our defense is like, oh, we're okay, we're still scoring. And so you get in that spot where you start trading baskets, and then all of a sudden your offense stops scoring, and it's like, oh, wait a second, we're in trouble. And that happened to us in this, actually the last two games, if you think about it. Shawnee State in the second half, and then the second half of Martin Methodist, they went on a little bit of a run, and we weren't scoring during that part.
Absolutely. Now, we got bigger fish to fry tonight. That was a great win. We won't deny that. We've got a rival that goes back years and years, and we want to beat them. We need to beat them because this is a contest that applies to conference standings.
Yes.
The Bethel Wildcats, and we've played them once. I'll let you talk about that game a little bit.
Sure. We played them at third place, lost by 3 at third place in a very well-contested game by both sides. And they got up on us early, had a pretty decent lead on us at half, and built that lead actually in the third quarter. Got into double digits, and our girls made a run towards the end and actually had a shot at the buzzer. If it goes in, it's a tie game, you're going to overtime. So some good things in the last game. Our post game and transition did a good job, but we got to do a little bit better job in transition this time as far as being able to spread the ball, as far as being able to, not so much the transition, let me take that back, be able to hurt them more in the half-court game. Last time we hurt a lot in transition, but did not do it as well as we could in the half court.
We really got to make them work in their half court game. Get them in foul trouble and take advantage of. We've got some good shooters. Now, the funny thing is we only shot 32% up there.
Yeah.
and I've never seen us shoot only, 4 of 22 on three-point tries?
Yeah, we didn't shoot very well. They did a good job on us on the perimeter, kind of locked down on our shooters. The thing that's tough when you play Bethel is they know us very well. They know these kids are from this area. The coach knows them. A lot of these kids may have even gotten recruited by Bethel, and so it's one of those things that he's going to be prepared for our kids and know their strengths and know their weaknesses.
And, of course, we're going to be prepared up there.
Sure.
Caroline Chambers and Hannah Hughes had great ball games. I think Ever Walker had a great game for them. We got to keep an eye on Mickey Head. Not only can she score, she plays pretty good defense.
She
too.
does. She, as we always talk about, she's the one everything goes through. You'll notice every set play, she probably will touch the ball at some point in it. And so we have to make sure we do a good job on her. You know, the game plan for us tonight is, and I always say, because I don't think it's going to get back to Coach Nelson before the game.
Y'all will be busier than a cat covering up on a hot tin roof when this is played.
We're going to try to dig at Mickey, get out of her hands. We're not going to go completely double because that leaves too many shooters open. But dig at her. And our other thing that's really big for us, for fans to watch tonight, is they are very good with their right hand. They're very limited as a team with their left hand. So it's one of those things that if we let them go right, it'll be a long night. If we can push them to that left side of the floor and keep them there, that's the big thing. You'll watch all their set plays, and they're a very set-oriented team, are going to be with them coming back to the right side. We got to make sure once they go left, we keep them there and we don't let them get back to the other side of the floor.
And, you know, in modern basketball, back in the old days, now we might sit on a right hand or something, but we really keep them on one side. And so we'll probably play half man to the right so that they have to go left and stay there. Yeah,
we'll do a lot more than normal, especially. And the Ever girl's very, very good with her right hand, but like a lot of players, she just does not like to go left and stay left. Now, she'll go left for a couple of dribbles, you know how it is, but then she'll go right back right. So we got to keep her there.
And we've got to continue to win the battle of the boards. We've done well with that. I think we won it up there. Didn't win it with the shooting, but we did win the battle of the boards. Got to stay away from 20 turnovers, though, like we had up there.
Yes. The turnover battle, we won against Shawnee State, and we also won against Thomas More. We lost it, though, against Martin Methodist. We got to get back to what we did those other two games as far as taking care of the basketball.
Really good. How's the injury situation?
Well, we're a little banged up. We'll see how it looks when we're out there. Allie's been cleared to play, so we'll get her out there to begin the game and kind of see how that looks. You really don't know until you get on the floor. She wasn't allowed to do any contact drills yesterday, but we'll just see how she's feeling as we get her on the floor. Then KJ's ankle was good, a little tender yesterday, but she is, we hope, 100% or close to it today.
Yeah, and Allie really took a blow, and she's our best percentage-wise free throw shooter. If there's a technical or something, you really want to have her available to shoot those. I mean, we've got some other capable shooters, but let's both be honest. She's pretty good at that.
She is really good at that.
Got to ask you this question. How important is free throw shooting going to be tonight in the last 2 minutes of the game, do you think?
Well, it's crucial in every game, but very crucial against Bethel. Bethel is a very physical team, very aggressive in the half court. And because of that, some of their players do foul a lot. I mean, it's just part of it. And because of that, we will be at the free throw line, I'm sure, a lot at the end of this game and probably throughout the game, too. If you notice, they have a lot of people on their roster. They typically play a decent amount of those people as well. And part of the reason they do that is because they foul so much that they get into that bench at times because of that.
And because of the way Bethel plays, a drill that, you know, some of the girls, when they come up here after the game, have talked about. The shell drill is very important to your defense tonight.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, being in the right spot's important. Be there and help the helper, all those things that are really important.
Rotations, talking, and people really don't understand. These girls, they have fun playing. They come out here. Coaches hard, so does his assistants. But fans, there is a lot of work that the coaching staff gives, a lot of, and it's not just film work either. They are active on the floor. The kids are active on the floor. But you know what? I've talked to the young ladies off air, on air, and they seem to be having fun. We have fun tonight. We got a good chance of winning.
Amen. Yeah, when we have fun, we're a good team. When you start thinking about everything else, other than that, sometimes it can take away from the main thing, which is when you play good basketball and you play winning team basketball, it is fun. And so putting that first, not thinking about how many points you've got or about anything else stress-wise, thinking about, oh, what if I lose because I missed this free throw? You start thinking like that, then it's not much fun and you're going to lose.
Coach, your turn to say anything to the wonderful fans that watch every week out here for Freed-Hardeman Lady Lion basketball.
Well, I'm just excited for them to get to watch this game tonight. Big game for us. You know, right now we're sitting, basically we are 2 games behind Bethel in the standings in our division. And so we win tonight, we get back to within 1 game, and we got the stretch here where we can really close that gap. Big thing for fans as they watch this race going forward is the top 2 in our division get a bye in the conference tournament. And so right now, like I said, we're only 2 games behind that second place. And so that's what we gotta chase for that. The first place person in our pool right now, Lindsey Wilson, has only lost 1 conference game. So they'll be tough to catch at this point. We hope we can do that, but just mathematically, you know how that is. You start looking at the numbers, that can be tough to do. But if we can get to at least that second place finish, that'd be big for the girls based on everything that's happened throughout the season with injuries and everything else.
You're absolutely right about there. There he is, always a pleasure. The kids will play with the same enthusiasm he does. Stay tuned for Lady Lion basketball. Thank you, Coach. And welcome to Brewer Athletic Center on the beautiful campus of Freed-Hardeman University. The students are back. The teams are on the floor. This is a game that was changed by the conference commissioner to fill in, and we will not be playing women's basketball Saturday. Only a men's game unless we can pick someone up. COVID rampant, but I tell you what, the Mid-South Conference has done a very good job of taking care of business. Tonight's task is to beat the Bethel Wildcats, improve your position in the conference standings as we play by division. Alongside of me tonight is one of the fine young color men in the area, Michael Mullenix. Michael, how do you see this contest?
For the Lady Lions, I see this contest as a must-win. I believe they're 1 game off from like the next spot, next seed there in the conference when I was looking at the standings today. So a win could really help the Lady Lions improve their positioning for the conference tournament in late February there, Coach.
Absolutely, and of course 2 fine coaches. In the case of the Lady Lions tonight, of course, you heard him in the pregame show, Joshua Epperson, his first year here, but he has a lot of experience. 15 years for Chris Nelson, who is the head coach of the Lady Wildcats. And for me, that makes me feel old because across the way, my good friend Dave McCulley, their SID, is also their play-by-play man. His son Jeremy and Chris were in elementary school together and came up through the ranks, and both are young men now. But 15 seasons for Chris Nelson at Bethel. His assistant is Mark Vaughn, and the reason I'm mentioning them, these are kids I know. His volunteer assistant is his wife, Jennifer Nelson. But that's not what's important about her. She's Jennifer Henson from the days when Freed and Union used to have knockdown dragouts in the NAI. She also was my assistant for 1 year before marrying Chris, and like I said, love her to death. And, of course, we've got a fine set of people that help us coach too, and we'll go over those in a minute. But it's a game that we could have won the first time, and we lost by 3. We out-rebounded them, but we had 20 turnovers, and we cannot have those kind of turnovers. And we've got to shoot better. Only, 4 for 22 from three-point. Well, that's not Lady Lion basketball. We're better shooters than that. Bethel defense may have had something to do with that. They didn't exactly burn the house up shooting. Our defense probably had something to do with that.
That's right, Coach. And big thing today to watch out for the Lady Lions. This Bethel team averaging a lot of fouls here in the season, about 21 fouls per game, but they're averaging about four blocks as a team, with Mickey Head averaging over half of them. So one thing you're going to have to watch out for in this game is the amazing defensive plays by Mickey Head.
Absolutely, and they've also got starting tonight a young lady that used to be a shot blocker, but I think she's kind of changed to Ashton Hume that wears number 15 for Bethel. Keep an eye on what kind of game she has. Now, we are close, and we will be going down to the floor to the public address announcer and pick up the prayer, the national anthem, and the starting lineups. Let's go to the floor.
Conference and the NAI would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to help everyone enjoy tonight's contest by being a true champion of character. By displaying respect and good sportsmanship, you can help create a positive environment for tonight's teams, officials, and fans. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for our prayer to be led by FHU Athletic Director Mike McCutcheon, followed by the playing of our country's national anthem.
Let's pray together. Father in heaven, we're thankful for this day and for this opportunity we have tonight to watch these two teams compete. We're thankful for the student athletes that are here. We pray that you keep them safe and free from injury. We ask you to be with each one of us, that we'll conduct ourselves in a way that will bring glory into you, Father. We ask that you be with our visitors as they travel and keep everyone safe. As you watch over us always, and we're so thankful for Jesus and the sacrifice he made for each one of us. This I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
And now introducing to the floor the starting lineup for both teams, beginning with the visitors from Bethel University. At guard, a 5'3" freshman from Clarksville, Tennessee, number 4, Everett Walker. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Jackson, Tennessee, number 15, Ashton Holm. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Dresden, Tennessee, number 20, Millie Bryant. At forward, a 6'1" senior from Clarksville, Tennessee, number 23, Mickey Head. And at guard, a 5'8" senior from Dyersburg, Tennessee, number 24, Jamie Crawford. The Wildcats are coached by Chris Nelson in his 15th season. He's assisted by Mark Vaughn. And now, get on your feet and make some noise. Here are the starters for your Lady Lions. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Trenton, Tennessee, number 2, K.J. White. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Lyles, Tennessee, number 4, Allie Crumpler. At forward, a 6' sophomore from Santa Rosa, California, number 12, Caroline Chambers. At forward, a 5'10" junior from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, number 24, Alyssa LeMay. And at forward, a 5'10" junior from Selmer, Tennessee, number 51, Hannah Hughes. Your Lady Lions are coached by Josh Epperson in his first season. He's assisted by Abby Stutz, Darby Miskelly,
Back here,
and Haley
we're
Burke.
just about ready for basketball. Side coach has to give everybody the rest of our coaching staff. Michael?
Assisting Coach Epperson in his first year, we have Haley Kroom, a former player here for the Lady Lions. We also have a former student assistant, student manager, Miss Darby Miss Kelly, and also in her first year, Miss Abby Stutz.
She's kin to Coach Drew, isn't she?
I believe that's her, his sister.
It is.
And then Tatum Russell in her second season as a student assistant coach.
Jump ball controlled by Bethel. And with the basketball is Ever Walker, the young lady out of Clarksville, Tennessee, and she's quick. And you notice what Coach told you. We dictate her to her left. They hit back at the top of the circle, feed into the post. There's the step back. The drive up, it falls off the back of the iron, missing. And missing that shot was 23, Mickey Head. And she's got, right now, Mickey stands ahead above everybody a little bit. A little play on words, but she is the tallest. Chambers is close.
That's right. And we just saw back here, Coach, not forcing, or they're forcing KJ White away from the ball, forcing Crumpler to come up and take the ball down.
That's right, and they'll do that. They'll try to cut us off, and there should be a foul. We'll remind you, Bethel, a very physical team, and that looks like it's on, was it 23?
That's right, Coach, and that's going to be her first, and great way to start her out, getting her in foul trouble here early.
Absolutely, first team foul. 9:19 to go. You see LeMay here on the left side of the floor, wants to feed in, spins, faces up Chambers, kick out to White. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Crumpler starts to drive the step back and fall away by LeMay. And even falling away, 3 up, 3 down for Alyssa LeMay.
Hey, she's going to, hopefully she can start getting hot here early like she's done the past 2 to 3 games here, Coach.
That's a good start, 3-0. We have the lead, a high screen, and not used by Millie Bryant. 3 off the back of the iron, rebound KJ White. And you're right, they're going to pick her up.
Yeah,
they may even go to the concession stand with her tonight.
That's right. And they don't run press a lot, I believe, but they're going to put a lot of ball pressure on them.
Okay, Chambers gets it knocked out of her hands trying to make a face-up post move, and she's good at facing up. They had help. It goes out of bounds. Belongs to us. 15 seconds on the shot clock. So plenty of time to get a good shot. We pop to the corner, around to White on the right side. She centers it. Feeds low to Hannah Hughes. Wanted to go up, didn't catch it in the position. Through the jump hook up. It comes off, and the rebound belongs to Crawford. That's Jenny Crawford.
Saw Hughes last game come out with a big game, 16 points, scoring all 16 in the first half, forcing Martin Methodist to guard her very closely the second half.
Shot up, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound, though, again by Crawford. Shot up, rebound. KJ White has it. She wanted to run, and I'm going to tell you what, they've got Ever Walker. We're looking for her. Nice feed into the post to Chambers. Her shot up and good. It should count. And, yes, the referee has given the signal. Basket's good, as you see, and the foul is on 15. That would be Ashton Hume. Hume is the USJ product, was an all-stater there, and somewhat of a shot blocker there. Chambers, though, at the line for an old-fashioned 3. Shot it, got it. The 74% free throw shooter is good. Boy, that's a great start right there. 6-0.
6-0, Coach. And hopefully Lady Lions have played really good defense so far. Hopefully they can keep that up here.
2 team fouls on Bethel. We get a steal on the turnover.
That was a great read there by Caroline Chambers, Coach.
It was. You are correct about that. We go with 4 out, 1 under. We get back to Hannah Hughes to the left wing. LeMay shot a little. Oh, boy. It looked like, and it just gained momentum, and she's got 6.
That's right. Now, great way to pick up momentum here. And this is the loudest I've heard the Lady Lions crowd since we've been doing this together, Coach.
Absolutely. They're using the high screen there. They dropped the ball, and it actually helped them. They get away, and the first 2 is by Jana Crawford. So it is now 9-2.
And Jana Crawford, their leading scorer this year, averaging 13.7 points a game and just only 9 games played.
Well, LeMay was where the three-point line for the NBA would be, right wing to Crumpler. Crumpler looking. We start the drive, kick out. White's 3 from the left side. Off the iron, rebound. LeMay's there. And let's see if there's a rebounding foul, and there is. And is that on?
It's going to be on Bryant, Coach.
Yeah, that's
her
Bryant's first. I wasn't sure which one they were going to call it on. That's 3rd team foul also.
And like we said, 21 fouls per game this season for Bethel.
And that can get you in trouble. Chambers drives hard but kicks out. LeMay wanted it, but now they're up in her hip pocket. They're actually tagging her, if you'll watch that right hand.
That's
and
right.
in college, you don't see the tag called as much as it's supposed to be. Hughes, three, just off the front of the iron, rebounds off, and heading down the floor with it is Millie Bryant. She'll get rid of it, and it's back to Bryant. She's going to direct traffic. And now Crawford is out on the point. Crawford gets that high screen, 16-footer, good, and she can hit that one.
That's right. And if you're Freed-Hardeman, you have to get out there on Crawford. Like we just said, 13 points a game. But most of her shots this year have come in from inside the three-point line. So she will take some three-point shots, but not many, Coach.
You're right, and you saw the little curl cut. White then went back to the baseline. It's out front. Kumpler's NBA three, banks off the glass. Bethel will get the rebound. It looks like Bryant's got it on the run out down the right side. Wants to go to the hole. The kick out to the left wing. A little head fake, and they beat us, but they blew the bunny, as some people call the layup. And it's kicked ahead to Crumpler. Crumpler playing after getting just mollyhawked. That's an old football term, but here's Chambers' shot, banking off the glass with a hand on her.
Just cannot miss, Coach.
Chambers with 5 points, and it's a 11-4 lead, Lady Lions.
Looked like she shot that just right through Mickey Hedges' hand, because it looked like she had a good hand on the ball right there, Coach.
We do. We switched back. We had a mismatch, but we've got that taken care of. Chambers got to stay down. Here's the screen now. We switch, and there is a mismatch. They'll try to take their post player down low. 4-3. We almost had it stolen. They lose it. They say it touched them last. We'll take the basketball. And there's a timeout on the floor, Michael. I'm excited, too. I'm ready to play.
Whew.
Hey, you're listening to Lady Lion Basketball on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network. We'll be back after this timeout. And we are back here. The Lady Lions have jumped out to an 11-4 lead. Chambers with 5, LeMay with 6. For Bethel, Crawford has 4. And we've got to keep down those head fakes. We can't leave our feet. They would prefer to drive to the bucket. And they shoot the intermediate shot much better than they do the three.
That's right. And just watching some of Bethel's previous games, Crawford, most of her shots, 90% of it, she's just going to head fake even if the defender's not moving at all.
You saw the movement. We've overloaded the left side. Now Crumpler pulls it back out. Actually, it's the right side that we've overloaded to KJ White. She wants to go to the hole. They'll fake the help and then recover, and we go out front. Crumpler wants to feed in low, but threw a little behind, and they were able to come up with the basketball. Looked like Hume picking up that loose ball. They go around the horn.
And Lady Lions defense, other than just Crawford, they've been doing pretty good.
It's been good. I could have called 3 light years in the lane possibly then, but you don't see that call much. And I know, folks, that's not the right term. It's the 3 seconds, but sometimes it turns into light years. There we go. Rebound. Chambers one-hands that one.
One-handed.
Well, she was having to hold a Bethel player off a little bit. Bethel picks up lady-to-lady or player-to-player defense. Chambers wants to drive, picks it up, kicks out on the right side to Crumpler. Now we need some spacing. LeMay pops out. And she wants to put it on the floor and go to the hole. She could stop and pop it. She'll have to kick it out with 8 seconds. To Crumpler to White. Wants the screen and goes to the hole. And it's blocked out of bounds. And
I think they're going to say there's 1 second left on the shot clock.
Yeah, they'll give you 1 second on the shot clock. Now all you got to do is time to catch and shoot. You don't have time to put it on the floor or anything else. You catch, you shoot. And this is going to be tough because they play good man-to-man. We lob it out. LeMay gets it off. She caught, shot. That's all she could do. And it didn't hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation, which counts as a turnover.
That was a good job there by LeMay just to get the shot up very quickly there. Fortunately, I think that is her first miss of the game, but it was a very good hustle play right there.
And that'll be our second turnover. And they run a little eye cut up there. And this is Mickey Head. She kicks it out. And a little T-Berry shuffle. That's my expression for – we've got fans from other schools watching tonight for traveling. The Freed-Hardeman fans are used to that. KJ White, and like I said earlier, looks like Everett Walker is going to maybe even go to the concession stand with KJ.
That's right. She's been staying on it this whole game.
And Walker asked for, didn't it hit KJ first? And the referee says, no, it belongs to Freed-Hardeman. 11-4. And now they try to jump KJ with the extra person. We feed inside the chambers about 10 feet away. She gets it knocked away, but it should have touched Everett Walker last. That's how I saw it.
It was either her or Mickey Head, and it was kind of blocking our vision up here, Coach, so we really couldn't see. But
we run the lob out of the slide up out of our box formation, feeding in. Hannah Hughes wants to spin, falling away, tried to bank it in. It won't go. LeMay's down on the ground. She's okay, though. She'll get back up and hustle back down there. It's 5-on-4 right now. Shot coming off. They'll get the rebound. That's Hume with the rebound. And she wanted to shoot it, but I could see the pivot foot just ever so slightly. Go back and watch it in the great camera work by all of our camera people in Worthy Road Studios. What are your thoughts very quickly?
Very quick. Lady Lions doing a good job offensively. Kind of slowed down here a little bit, but we're making up for it on defense, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes Shania Brooks has come in, and so one half of the Linden or Perry County duo. Of course, Reagan cannot dress out right now. But she's going to be back, I think, before the season's over.
That's right. She is determined to get back just from listening to the other players talk, Coach.
She wants to play. She's a very nice young lady and a fine competitor. Crumpler's three up off the back of the iron. Rebound. And now that comes down to Crawford, and Crawford is motoring. She wants to make something happen. Going to the hole is Bryant. Looks like Chambers got a piece of it, and unfortunately we may pick up a foul out of this.
And that's going to be LeMay, Coach.
Yeah, and that's what we don't need is Alyssa LeMay to get in foul trouble early. I know that's only one, but it's still early in this contest.
That's right.
They run a 1-4, and there's some screening, and now there'll be another foul. It'll be an and one, and that'll be on KJ White. White's first. But the biggest problem is they get a bucket out of it, and we cannot allow Mickey Head to hurt us. And there's her first step. Looks like checking in is Tyron Kyle.
And saw last game, Tyron Kyle had 11 points, her highest of the season. So maybe she can provide a whole lot more for this Lady Lions as the season goes on, Coach. We'll see what she does today, but I have a feeling she might do it again, Coach.
Yeah, Mickey Head shot it, got it. Now it's a 4-point lead. They go into a zone. It looks like a 1-3-1, and it is. Trying to cut our passing lanes. 3 points up, 3 points down.
It didn't take her long, Coach. She's already got it.
Tyron Kyle, what a fine young shooter. And I believe she is hitting, 50% of her threes. 12, well, now it's 13 for 25, so she's over that.
Yeah.
Now they got it down in the post. They'll bring it out, and they didn't get what they want. Try to feed it in, and LeMay with the good quick hands knocks it out of bounds. There'll be 11 on the shot clock.
This is a great job by the Lady Lions defense, always keeping their hands up. That's what a lot of high school coaches will try to teach their kids as soon as they get into high school.
Here's the three-pointer from the left side up by Bethel. Rebound comes down to Kyle, and she's been a busy young lady.
And she's not even a minute of play time yet, and she's already got 3 points and a rebound.
Can't beat that. Let's see what Bethel is in. They stay with the zone concept. LeMay wanted to load up. Now she goes inside, face up by Chambers. Skip pass across. Kyle was going to load up too, but around the horn to Chambers. Back to the right side to Kyle. 7 seconds. We feed into Chambers from 15 feet, fall away jumper just off the rim, and Head got the rebound.
And Caroline Chambers, she's done a really good job past few games of getting it up over the defenders.
Yeah, LeMay is, did they call it on her? They call it on Brooks. I think they got
Called
Brooks.
it on Brooks.
I was going to say, if it was on LeMay, it would have been an interesting foul. 2 shots awarded here. First one shot it, got it. That's Bryant's first points, Millie Bryant.
And she's a 76% free throw shooter this season, Coach.
Yep. His second one missed. I think you got her on that one. And, of course, Millie Bryant from Dresden, Tennessee. They play some tough basketball up there.
That's right, Coach.
On the right wing, Brooks. Boy, they're all after. Let's see if they stay zone. Yes, they do. It's gone 2-3. 3-point up just off the iron. Rebound will come down to Bethel's Bryant. And she's looking to run down the right side. Now centers the ball to head coach Chris Nelson. Comes down the line. And he calls a lot of set plays now in half court if they don't get to run.
That's right.
Dribble handoff, high screen with a little extra leg action. They'll say there was a foul. I would be tempted, and that's KJ's second. Now, that is an item. And she'll come out, Crumpler will come back in. I might be tempted to just nicely say, if I'm the team captain, Mr. Ref, could you watch them pushing off when they dribble?
Yes, sir. And they've been really aggressive here in the beginning, Coach.
And they missed the shot as Head tries the running one-hander with the left hand. 14-8 is your score at the end of one quarter of play. The Lady Lions with the lead. We'll be back on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network after this. Well, we're back in a really tight, and it's been physical. Our defense, as you point out, held up. Some quick thoughts here at the quarter, Michael.
Well, keep the same intensity on defense. I believe only out of those 8 points, they only had 3 scores. Bryant had, I think, 1 point. Head had maybe 3. Yeah, I believe Head had 3, and then Crawford 4. So we're doing a very good job of limiting their scores right here and keeping them to a low amount of number of scores as well.
And we'll remind people we're in women's basketball where they play 4 quarters. You start the fouls over each quarter. 5 gets you into the bonus. LeMay will inbound. Brooks will be at point guard. KJ White looks like we'll have to sit a little while with 2 fouls.
That's right. And she's been one of the best passers here in the NAIA, ranked in the top 50 in assists per game, about averaging a little bit over 4 assists.
Crumpler dribble drives, kick out. LeMay's 3. She hits it.
Look like she got knocked down there,
I thought she
Coach.
did too. She's got 9 on the game. And somebody back in Mount Pleasant, I know there's a lot of people watching. We say hey to all y'all, including Mo Grimes, former sports writer for the Columbia Daily Herald. Now there's one. We let her split us, and that was Bryant. And that's her 3rd point. Millie Bryant splits us. Coach won't like that when he sees the film. We got to get over and get a body on them, move those feet. It's better to be early than late on defense. Here is LeMay. Chalk it up. That is 6 in this quarter, 6 in the first quarter, and that equals 12.
That's right. And all of it coming from 3-pointers, Coach. And I believe she's only missed 1.
One shot, and that was one she had to throw up there to beat the shot clock.
That's right.
Alyssa LeMay, the rifleman from Mount Pleasant. Driving Crawford, kick out. This is Walker. Her 3 off. LeMay fought for the rebound, and it's again the referee has the best angle. From up here, it looked like they pushed it out out of her hands. But again, I'm going to defer. The referee made the proper call, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's, as a referee, I mean, it's hard to say everything.
Oh my gosh. Taryn Kyle with the block of their post player. Yes, it was. Oh, me. Look at her smile. Thank you, Jeremy. Here's your stats. And I don't know if Paul needs any. We got 3 copies for some reason, but that's good. We'll let you throw some stats out when we can catch you. Head skips it out front. Shot up and in and out, rolling around, no good. And wow. That time in the ball game for them was number 14, Madison Henniger.
And I believe that's only their first sub today, Coach. I see number.
Yeah, that is their first. You're right.
Number 15, Hume over there is on the bench. So they doesn't look like they might sub out a lot tonight, Coach.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I've got a couple of gaps in my book on the advice of who may and may not play. Ever Walker, I believe she's from Clarksville, Tennessee, to inbound the ball. Inbounds it to Head, and that's pretty easy because Head gets up and goes. She went to the hole. I thought she walked. There it is. The T-Berry shuffle was called.
That's right. And Lady Lion fans, I mean, every play that's been good for the Lady Lions, they're getting into it. Yeah. It's just like a regular home game before everything with the COVID happened. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. And Chris Nelson, I know Chris, he's very nicely working the official. We go into the post, the crossover move. They double down on it. Here's Brooks. Brooks, a little hesitation, left it a little short. Rebound is by Henniger. Madison Henniger in there. It's down the left side. Everett Walker wants to wheel and deal. She crosses over, goes to the hole. And good defense. LeMay wisely pull those hands back.
That's right. And I believe Walker out there was expecting the foul, forcing a little bit too much power on it there.
Now they're letting Head get away with pushing. See that hand? She's gaining an advantage with it. But that doesn't matter.
That was a great move there by Hughes.
Chalk it up for Hannah Hughes. Woo. But do you see that hand? Folks at home, watch and see. You can gain an advantage. Some people call it tagging. And they go into the post again. Head wants to face up, but she's going to back us down. I thought she walked. Yes, good call by the official. Wait a minute, I'm not here to evaluate officials.
They're going to give LeMay a break, and a well-deserved one, too. 12 points, 4 for 5 on three-pointers.
And we've got, looks like, an official's timeout. We'll check. They haven't taken any off that. They take a timeout. We take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Lady Lions ahead 22-10, Michael. Thoughts or some statistics the fans at home need to know about?
Well, as with the stats we just got a minute ago, they're keeping the total points down, especially the number of players that are scoring. The stats we just got a minute ago, Crawford still with 4, Bryant with 1, but I think we just saw she had 3 a minute ago, and now Head only has 3. So Lady Lions doing a very good job of limiting the number of people that are scoring. That's going to be a big key factor here in this game.
And again, that full court pressure, and that time our pass floated a little bit. Purvine in there, and that time Bryant tried to influence the official that it was off Purvine. Tell you what, now they've got 6 turnovers to our 2, and that's a big item because we had 20 up at Bethel.
That's right. And last game against Martin Methodist, I believe we had over 20.
And driving is Crumpler. Her shot blocked. Head picks it up, or actually just takes it out of the air. And Bethel trying to run, and they're going to take it to the hole. Slipping was Crawford out to Head, and she'll go to the post here in a minute, or either set up for a high screen. See what she does. Everett Walker pursued by Brooks. And here's a high screen now. Is that Bryant? Yes, Bryant wants to put us in the popcorn machine, and they're going to get Hughes for reach in.
I believe they got Purvine right there.
Did they get Purvine? That would. Yeah, they did get Purvine. Purvine's first foul. Box out of bounds play. Let's see what they run off of. They set a screen and then roll to the basket. We defended that part well. Their three-pointer by Bryant off. Head got the rebound, though. She's a force under the goal line. She seems to be pretty strong.
That's right. And Walker out there guarding Brooks. She's been guarding KJ White. Like he said, she'll follow her to the concession stand if she goes there tonight, Coach.
That's right. 10-point lead. Ball on the right wing. We're looking. Chambers sets up. There's the push again. If that one got knocked away, but Hughes picked it up. She spins. Hook left a little short. Her hook is flat tonight. But look at Chambers. Now, that one wasn't flat.
Chambers is just not giving up on the ball. I think she's gone over at least 95% of the loose balls tonight here, Coach.
Yeah, she's got 7 points. Here's an NBA three. Banks comes off. We fight for the rebound. Get it. Hughes will pick up the loose ball. We did a pretty good job blocking out then.
That's right. Reagan Purvine backed her man up all the way, almost to the line logo out here.
Yeah, from Dixon County, and they learned to block out well up there. Nice ball fake by Crumpler. And that one would have been intercepted. She let go. Here's the cutting. Brooks getting a pass. Her shot is up, no good, but she was fouled, or she would have played bank with that one.
Looked like they were pointing at, yeah, they got Crawford with it.
Okay. That's Crawford. Jenny Crawford. We need to get more fouls on Head, though. Yeah, Ashton Hume, I thought, checked back in for them. Yes, she's under the goal.
They also
rebound.
subbed in another one, number 1, I believe.
Shot it, got it on the first one, and this is something Coach and I talked about. As Brooks plays longer, her free throw shooting will get better. Second one, and she's looking good at the free throw line now.
That's right. In addition to number 5, Hume checking in, they also checked in, I believe it's Anna Patterson. I believe that's how you say her name. The sophomore out.
Is it Anna or Anna? I've got Anna on the pronunciation.
I believe it's Anna. The sophomore out of Crockett County High School.
And Purvine does a good job getting the cross screen and guarding her girl getting past it. We did a good job not letting the ball get inbounds.
That's right. Brooks came back just now, coming back from an ACL injury last year, acting like that injury right now is not affecting her at all.
A good job by Hughes to knock it away, but now, if we'd held our ground, there'd been a charge. 3-point shot up, no good by Hume. Rebound comes down to Brooks. We fill the lanes. Crumpler's got it right side. We've got 2 post players now. We get some spacing. They were too close together to do anything a minute ago.
That's right.
Here's Chambers. Wants that 5-footer. She has that 5-footer. Got 9.
That's right. She's been really effective shooting outside of the paint there, but still inside the 3-point line. I believe she's got most of her points from there in the past few games.
You know, next year's recruiting, we can't talk a lot about that, but here's a 3-point shot up off the front of the iron. Rebound, Hughes got it. She could actually play on the perimeter quite easy. Chambers could. Hughes does a good job of going to the perimeter. Kick out, left side. Brooks wants the 3. Almost had it. Comes off. Nice rebound by Bethel. Looks like Millie Bryant.
That's good form there by Brooks. I really thought that was going to go in there, Coach, but just unlucky bounce there out there.
Here's the pass to the right wing. They're going to lob and Head pushed off. Hughes blocked it, but they said she had the hand on the back.
And I think that might be her second. No, I got that as her first.
It's her first. We thought that one, and you were wise saying it was Purvine a while ago. Head has been to the line one time. She's 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2 now. She's got 6 points in the contest, and she pulls them back a little closer at 28-13.
And Head on the season, a 67% free throw shooter, coming in this game shooting 39 of 58.
And she's made 3 in a row, and so that she's better today than 66%. Hughes checks out, and LeMay back in. Here comes a press. I want to say it's a 2-2-1 press.
I believe so.
Yeah, they'll use some man principles on it, but it's 2. They'll try to keep it out of the middle. We lob it across. Purvine got it. Skip past to Crumpler left wing. Into the post. Chambers banked off the glass. It'll be good, and there is a foul.
And it looks like it's going to be on Hume, and I have that as her second.
And I do too. We are in agreement. Chambers. Now she has 6, going for an old-fashioned three-point player in hand one. She has 6 in this quarter. She has 11 on the game. Missed that one.
Just rimmed out. But Lady Lions doing a very good job of keeping this offensive momentum up, and I can see them keeping it throughout this whole game, just with the amount of shots they're making, the way they're taking it to the basket.
Run a cutter to the top of the circle. That's Crawford, her 3. Hit down, but came off the back of the iron. Crumpler with the rebound. Quickly to Chambers. It's a one-on-one deal. Up, they'll get Chambers. They'll probably call charge. So the officials like to make that call, and it is the proper call.
And that might be Chambers', I believe it's Chambers' first.
Her first, but the team third. And we're still 3 minutes to go. We don't want to put – and I want to correct the timeout situation. We have 4 left. They have 3. So one of those timeouts was charged to Bethel.
I believe that was the last timeout we took.
Here's Hume stepping out to handle it. Gives it on the left wing. Crawford wants to wheel and deal.
And that's going to be on Head right there.
And you're right. Her second. Now that's a little bit of an item, although I think. And now the official steps in, does a little preventive officiating. We've got a timeout here. And with the score 30-14 in favor of our Lady Lions, let's take a timeout. Back at Beaver Athletic Center, or Brewer, I should say. I did a game a couple weeks ago at Beaver Athletic Center, but that's over in Henderson County. Here we go, Alyssa LeMay, and this is Brewer Activity Center. What a beautiful place.
It is. Beautiful campus. And as a student here, I can say that it is it's a blessing to be a student here at Freed-Hardeman.
Now check this out. Is this on? That is on 23, and that is an item. That is Head's third foul, and she goes out. And coming into the contest, this must be Kristen King, the one that my man Michael did such a good job of changing the book because that's not her normal jersey. Driving. Brooks, she may have gotten her shot blocked, but she says, I can still penetrate. They are playing her a little bit like they are doubting her ability to drive, and I've got news for all you teams. Shania Brooks gets better every game she plays.
That's right, Coach. Like you just said, Kristen Keene for Bethel checked in. Former Division I player at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. I believe they're still a part of the Ohio Valley Conference with Tennessee Tech and them.
Yes, he is. NBA 3 by Brooks. That one will go out of bounds. But she had to shoot it because shot clock was running out. And you're right. And that is a very fine basketball school. We've had some girls from this area that have gone up there and played and done well. A couple from Liberty, also from some other schools, Liberty High School in Jackson. And here's King, and she's quick. You can see that. She goes. She got fouled, though.
That's on LeMay, looks like. Possibly. It is. That's her second.
That's her second. And that's not really a good matchup for LeMay. And Hannah Hughes checks back in. Let's see who will leave. Reagan Purvine from Dixon County High School leaves. And it should be King shooting 2 free throws. It's our 4th team foul. Now Purvine comes back.
I believe a little miscommunication right there.
That's probably wise. And you got to go in proper. This is mechanics, and you say, well, what did it hurt? No, you got to do that. So you can't make the change. And besides that, you don't bring them in until the second free throw.
That's all right.
Misses the first one, and I don't have any stats on her.
This is only Keen's second game, 2 of 3 at the free throw line of the season, now 2 of 4, now 50%.
Must have just got eligible.
That's right.
Second one shot it off the back of the iron, rebound tipped around, and LeMay's got it. And obviously they want to get Purvine in to keep LeMay from getting the 3rd foul, and Purvine has played well on defense, and as far as her floor game, she hasn't taken a shot yet. We screen across, pop the post out. Chambers has got it.
And they're
watch the physicalness. That was great. We didn't protect it enough with the body, and they blocked it out of bounds. And King is very athletic.
That's right. And like we just said, former D1 player at Edwardsville, really great basketball school, as you said.
Nice backdoor, Reagan Purvine. She'll be fouled, and that will be an and 1.
They are really taking it to the basket here today, and the fans are really cheering them on here, Coach.
Oh, they should. I've got Ever Walker with her first foul, but Reagan Purvine not only gets the basket, but she will get a free throw. Bounces around but falls through. Shooter's touch.
She can be a really good shooter, too. She had a couple of breakout games last season when Freed-Hardeman was still a part of the American Midwest Conference.
We doubled down on King, but she flips it out. 3-pointer missed, but Bethel was hustling to get the rebound. Pass under the bucket to Hume. She had inside position. Hume will get her first 2 of the night.
Looked like Purvine was still trying to get back after she had hustled over for the rebound.
And say we didn't help the helper then.
That's
it's
right.
important. You not only help, and you can never help too early, but you must, in coordination, help the helper. Crumpler gets bumped and goes to the right wing with it. We feed down low. Hughes, leaving her jump hook just a little short, which is unusual for her.
That's right. Usually, most of the time, she either shoots it long or shoots it just right.
We got to check our matchups because we've got some mismatches. 3 missed, and we're not looking, and King outquicked us to the basketball then. And she is quicker than the proverbial hiccup, as people talk about.
And probably that time at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville, probably got her a little stronger, a little quicker, and really helping Bethel right now.
Well, in baseball they used to say the great African-American athlete Cool Papa Bell was so quick he could turn the lights out and be in bed with the cover pulled up before the lights went out. That's quick.
That's pretty quick there. I don't know if I could ever be that quick, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know if I could either. As a matter of fact, I have met some quick people in my life, like Maury Wills, the great base stealer. Lou Brock was pretty quick. Ricky Henderson was pretty quick, but not like Cool Papa Bell. There's the drive. Rebound, Chambers goes back with it. It's a little flat and comes off the iron. You can drive. There's a walk. We'll get the basketball back. Do you can drop 2 basketballs at the same time through the goal if you drop them straight down? That's the reason they tell you put arc on the ball when you shoot. Flat ball cuts down on the amount of space, increases error. That's a good job by Ever Walker. She strips us. Her shot almost good. The score at halftime, Freed-Hardeman 33 and Bethel University 16. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have stats, comments, and hopefully Coach Drew Stutz of the men's team as they have to play Campbellsville tonight.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live. Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
And here for the pregame show for the men, even though we're at halftime of the women's game, is one of the fine young coaches around, Coach Drew Stutch. Coach, we had one of those games last week that I call the moon, the stars, and the planets did not line up right. And then I thought you was going to have to call the Forest Rangers to put Bethel out, even though our young men played hard.
They did at times. Bethel, all the credit goes to them. They played extremely well. We came out a little flat, and they came out and just outplayed us. Shot the ball extremely well. I think they wound up going 15 of 28 from 3. So anytime a team is shooting the ball that well, it's going to be tough. But we've got to do a better job on the defensive end, making things more difficult for them.
So it was our sixth game in 12 days, but, no excuse for us not to be given better effort than we did. But they played well, and the credit goes to them.
And you're right. It's not an excuse, but combination of that many games. And sometimes, whether you and I as coaches want it, we have those the stars and the planets don't line up right games.
Sure.
And the kids can actually be doing what we want. And sometimes, obviously, you have a little sag when it doesn't fall like it. But that game's over.
It is.
That's okay. Now we've got to focus on Campbellsville, who we've already played this year. They can be very tough. I know they've had some COVID problems and things like that. They've had some winning streaks, but they've also had a couple of losing streaks. But they are a very dangerous ball club. But we did well up there.
We did. We got off to a slow start last time we played them at Campbellsville. Got down early in the game, but battled back and came back and won the game late. But, yeah, they're really talented, do a great job over there. And, typically they're a team in the Mid-South that's a 20-win team, national tournament kind of team. So they're experienced. Got 3 or 4 guys that are really talented, and coaching staff does a great job as well.
Over the last 5 games, I know they're shooting 41% from the field and about almost, not quite 36% from the 3. So they can score. We're going to have to be on our toes defensively.
They can, yeah. That's the key for us right now is becoming a better defensive team. Rarely, if once this year, have we not scored enough points to win a game. But defensively, we got to do a better job, getting stops just in general. Guys doing a better job on the ball, us doing a better job as a team guarding. But they're very capable offensively and, got multiple weapons that can really score the ball.
Oh, yeah. Mason Tavion, 20.7 points. Looks like a pretty fair shooter, 43.8% from field goal range. Only 28.1 on the 3-point, but that doesn't make much difference because Sebastian can hit at 45.9% clip. And they've got capable shooters. They've got fair size, so it's a game that we can't go to sleep in. We don't want to have too many of those ebbs and flows. We just want to keep it all Freed-Hardeman basketball. Injury situation.
Getting healthy. That's kind of been the theme here the last 6-8 games that we've played is we've just kind of been plugging and playing guys. And at times have done really well with guys that are stepping up and playing big minutes. But getting some guys back, Cortland Martin last week got stitches, had 8 stitches in a game and then sat a game and then tried to play a little bit against Bethel, but seems to be getting better, vision getting better in that eye. And then even last game, Wanye King early in the second half got hit in the mouth. He got 7 stitches in his mouth last game. So just working guys back into the rotation, trying to find some chemistry amongst guys. And right now, like I said, we had played 6 games in 12 days. So it's really hard right now to find that chemistry because you're having to find it in game. There's not a lot of time outside of game time for reps and practice.
And, of course, you're always going to get John Musselwhite plays hard. He'll rebound. He shoots. He even shoots the NBA 3 sometimes. But Riley McLaren, Silas Clark, Logan Bonds, and at times when we can get him in there, Hunter Skurlock, they've come off and given you some good minutes.
They have. No, we get a lot of those guys you just named off are underclassmen or young guys that have had big opportunities when other guys have went down this year. And, all those guys have contributed in one way or the other. Riley and Silas, both those guys have been really consistent for us this year. Riley being a freshman who's finding himself in the college game. And Hunter and Dawson have had some injuries and COVID stuff that's kind of hampered them the last 6 or 8 games. But those guys are really good players, guys that we know we can count on right now to play when needed and going to have a bright future here. And
Luka Filipovic getting better every time he goes out there. You could tell earlier he had gathered some rust, but these last couple of games that we've done, he's averaging 11.2. What I like is he shoots 84.2 from the free throw line.
He does. No, he's a big man. He really can stretch the floor a little bit and shoot from 3. Kind of hadn't found that rhythm in a game yet. But, he's a big guy that's recovering from ACL, coming back. I guess he's probably been on the floor now about 6 weeks, full contact. So he's still finding himself and a guy that really has a high ceiling. And, we expect big things from him for the second half of this season.
Well, I think he's at the same place Brooks is with a little different situation. They still haven't made that one cut, and it holds up, and, man, I'm ready to play again. When that happens, watch out for Luca. I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
A guy we don't talk much about, and that's my fault. I do try to during the broadcast. Jeremiah Alexander, the silent assassin is what I call him. Sometimes you don't notice all the things he's doing.
No, that's right. Jeremiah has the ability to really be probably our best overall defender, a guy that can rebound the ball, score it inside, really helps balance our team with his attacking ability and defensive presence. But, big body guard that is really good in transition, can hit the open three. We're really excited about having on our roster this year.
What are 3 things we've got to do tonight to win this ball game?
For us, it usually starts with defensive transition. You got to slow these guys down, not give them easy points in the open court. And then from there, we got to do a better job than we've been doing recently, really sitting down and doing a better job in the half court. And then offensively, just taking care of the ball and sharing the ball. Last game we had 20 assists on 31 makes. Scored 84 points but had 22 turnovers. So you got to value the ball. You got to play together. When we do that, we just let the ball find the right guy and not be so much of a playmaker, but playing together as a team, we're pretty tough to guard.
You're absolutely right. I do want to mention one more young man.
Sure.
He's another one like Jeremiah. You don't always mention him, but he's only shooting 65% from the field, and that's Francis Agbada. And when he sets a screen on you, he sets a screen. He can go to the hole, and I've seen him play good defense, and he doesn't mind giving himself up for the good of the team.
No, Francis is a guy that really understands his role, plays extremely hard. He's a guy that's very reliable. Like you said, elite defender, can defend fives, can switch off and defend some point guards as well, and then just finish the ball around the basket at a really high rate. He's not a guy that, we're trying to throw the ball into the post all the time and him go get 20 points. But he's a guy that when he gets it down there, he's very efficient and he scores the ball well. Coach,
we got about a minute left in the pregame show here at halftime. Your thoughts for all the Freed-Hardeman fans out there?
Glad to be here tonight. Got a good turnout for the girls' game here against Bethel. And girls are playing really well after coming off a big win against Martin. So good environment. Glad to have the students back on campus and get this second semester started, and just blessed to be here and get this thing rolling.
Absolutely. Let's go after them. Get a big win for the Freed-Hardeman men.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Coach.
Thank you.
There he is, Coach Stutz, and we will be back after this timeout. Michael will have the stats. We are back here with the ladies, 33-16, a big lead. Now, we don't need to come out cold. I'll let you do scoring or any other stats that you think are very important, Michael.
Well, Lady Lions are basically winning everything but the rebounding battle, down 2 by that, but a 38% from the field shooting, 41 from three-point range, 80% from the line. Bethel struggling with shooting today, as you can see, 23 from the field, 57 from the free throw line, and 0% from three-point field goal range. And their leading scorer right now is Mickey Head with 7, but she only got to play there a limited amount of time there in the second quarter, picking up 30 fouls really quickly in this game. And for the Lady Lions, the biggest key factors today in the game for today is Lissa LeMay with 12 points and Caroline Chambers with 11, really leading the Lady Lions today, and with help with some other players as well. Taryn Kyle and Reagan Perrybine both with 3, and Hannah Hughes and Shania Brooks with 2. And then KJ White has really provided some good minutes before getting 2 quick fouls here in the game. And Lady Lions were staying out of foul trouble pretty well. Hughes, White, and LeMay, the only 3 with 2 fouls.
Absolutely. Now, it'll be their basketball, and, you know, we don't want to ruin our chemistry or anything like that, but I'd love to see us go and get one more foul on Mickey Head.
That's right. And That would really get her out of the game right there with a fourth foul here quick.
And we make the steal. That's Allie Crumpler from Lyles, Tennessee. Brings it right wing, feeds Chambers. They double down on her. We kick out LeMay's three. This one will go in a little over the rim. They're probably going to get Hughes for over the back.
And that's going to be her third foul really quick into this game.
And that's something we don't need, is for her to get in foul trouble.
And they just took Crawford out. Bethel did, and
that's unusual. She's a very good player for them.
That's right, and they brought in number 11, Childress, Rachel Childress, that seeing her first action of the day, the freshman out of Dresden, Tennessee.
Here's a 3 up, 3 down, and that looked like Ever Walker, and it was. And that's her first points. That's kind of unusual.
Yeah,
she averages 11.1.
Yeah, and only 5 scores for the Lady Wildcats today, and I believe that's all of their 5 starters.
We go into Chambers, who hits on the back door to Hughes, and it's knocked out of her hands. Now, we really need to score because we are showing signs of that slow start we sometimes have in third quarters.
That's right. I believe third quarter's been like probably the most differential quarter in the Lady Lions program this year. But hopefully Lady Lions can pick it up right here and get a win out of here in the third quarter.
And again, we turn the ball over, and that is not good.
We saw last game against Martin Methodist. Lady Lions had a really good game, and then third quarter started getting into trouble right there.
And Freed-Hardeman gets a timeout, only leading by 11 now. Will take a timeout. A 6-0 run by the Bethel Lady Wildcats has cut this lead to 33-22 at the 8:41 mark. And we have Hannah Hughes with 2 fouls. It'll be our basketball, but we've got to stop this trend, Michael.
That's right. I believe last game, like we said, Martin Methodist, really slow start for the Lady Lions in the third quarter. And we got to put something up here on the board, Coach, if we want to maintain this lead and not have to win on the last second shot like we did have the last game.
You're right about that. And we've had here in this stretch of games over the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of those where we've had a little sag in the third quarter.
That's right. And LeMay, I don't believe, scored in the third quarter at all against Martin Methodist. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I believe you're right. They go to LeMay, her shot out of the corner. That one wouldn't go down. It was down part of the way. Hughes' shot missed. She crosses over and under, and again leaves it a little short, which is very unusual for her, and Bethel gets another possession to cut into this lead.
That's right. And Hannah Hughes had a good shot there to get a foul there on Mickey Head, but unfortunately no contact there caused by Mickey Head.
Ever Walker drives, kicks out, and they give it back to Walker as she comes out on the left baseline. She's had 6, and they just lob it up in the air, and Hume gets her shot partially blocked. But she'll get in. She had inside position, her 4th point. Now it's just a 9-point lead.
And Lady Lions I believe, yet to score here in the third quarter. Very slow start here in the second half.
And we kick it to LeMay. Kicks it back into the high post kick out. White's 3 up, 3 down.
And that might be what we need right here, Coach. Get KJ White a little hot start, and that's her.
That's her first points.
First points.
Yeah, that's her first points. And we'll need to check the defense out for Bethel. The last time down, looked like they had an odd defense, part zone, part man. Nice block. No.
They called that a foul.
Yeah, I thought she had all ball, but it doesn't count what I think. It's what the official thinks. Now, that it does become an item. Now Hughes does have third foul. And this sends Head to the free throw line where she's perfect tonight. She's 3 for 3. Make it 4 for 4. And they're slowly cutting into this lead. Of course, we pushed it back out with that last 3. And they can cut it back to a 10-point game. And they do, and that is 5 for 5 for the 65% free throw shooter.
I believe so. I got 67 on here, Coach.
67. That's you're right. You've got the exacts on that one. Now Walker keeps bumping KJ.
That's right. Trying to get a little expression out of her, but
yeah, Iceman on that. They try to drop down when we try to feed the post. They're going to try to take our post away, and they are in a zone. Shot up and no good. And we fouled again? No, they just said we knocked it out of bounds.
Looked like a little yeah, they just called a foul on Caroline Chambers.
Oh, they did. Okay.
And luckily, that's just her second, though.
Yep, but team third. And right now, Bethel has the momentum. We stay with our player-to-player defense. Childers came out on the curl cut, but they go to Head on the other side with it. Here's the drive. We're taking the head fake a little bit. We got to watch our closeouts. So they go dribble, weave to the outside, try to feed Hume inside, and her shot misses. Now, that's where she was most effective when she played in high school.
That's right. Trying to figure out where she played in high school.
At USJ.
USJ.
Yeah, in Jackson, Tennessee. Kyle had it on the perimeter, and White goes inside. Chambers, we skip it across, down on the baseline. Shot bounces around and falls in. Taryn Kyle, and all you say is shooter's touch.
That's right. And Kyle most effective on her three-point shots when she gets the catch and shoot. I believe all of her misses today have had to have that little dribble and then the shot, causing all of her misses.
Yeah, we got to break in. Head lost the ball going up. We had pretty good defensive position, but she's awfully good down in that low post area.
That's right. I believe she might have lost control of it right there.
Now that one, I see what you're talking about. She takes the dribble, not quite as effective as when she catches and shoots. Walker wanted another 3. Head's going to try one off the iron. They beat us on the boards, and they'll call a foul. It's 2 shots, and it's important who the foul is on. 22. That's on Kyle, her first. She has some fouls to give, but and we put Brown on the line where she's 1 for 2. She shoots 58%.
Just made that one there.
So she's 2 for 3 now. Let's hope she holds to her form. No, she drilled that one too. Shot it, got it, and 39-28. 5:21 to go. Now LeMay's going to have to bring it down because they're going to make sure that KJ White doesn't handle the basketball. That's kind of like trying to cut the head off of a snake, as some people say. Head off of a chicken, but whatever you want to call it. Yes, and that's a nice move, even though she missed it. Ever Walker is quick. LeMay will bring it back across.
That was a great job there by Taryn Kyle to grab the rebound. She's really had a good game here for the Freed-Hardeman today.
They've got us out of rhythm just a hair on our offense.
Hopefully we can pick it back up here.
KJ goes to the hole. It should be the basket, and
little slow to get up there, looks like.
She may need checking out. That foul's on Millie Bryant. KJ White, she is limping. And White normally a 77.4 free throw shooter, and there'll probably be a timeout. I know we've got 3 unless we call that one. They have 2 left. Chris Nelson checking with the official. And let's keep it here this time. Your thoughts and what you've seen to this point in the third quarter.
Well, Lady Lions are doing a better job and in the last previous games. Had a slow start in the third quarter. but we're now picking back that momentum up, and that's something we haven't been doing in the third quarter. Once we've lost that momentum, we usually haven't been getting it back till the fourth quarter. But today, Lady Lions are starting to pick it up. KJ White taking it to the basket, Taryn Kyle making threes, and we're just playing good team offense here. We're here in the past minute, Coach. So great job by the Lady Lions by handling that little momentum loss and picking it right back up.
Absolutely. I feel like we need to get Chambers involved in the offense. Plus, definitely got to get LeMay. She had 12 all in the first half, but a nice three-pointer by Kyle. And also, KJ White has 5 with a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play right here. And she got hit pretty hard. Bethel, a clean but very physical team.
That's right.
Shot it, got it.
And she just bumped that average up, I believe, maybe close to 78% now, 77% coming into this game.
Yeah, it should be over. I'm like you. I agree with you 200%. There's the fake handoff. Watch head, but she gets rid of it. They feed in low to Millie Bryant, and she can wheel and deal down there. She gets the screen, comes out. Now head sets up, but we steal it. Great hands by Chambers.
That's the second time she has done that today. But you see KJ White there still limping a little bit, but look like she's running a little bit faster now, so hopefully she's doing better.
Kyle catches, shoots, thought it was down, but it came off. Drifted right just a hair. Head with the rebound, kick out to Ever Walker.
She is proven to be another offensive threat for this Lady Lions offense, and that could be a very key thing heading into not only conference tournament time, but the rest of the season.
Had thought about it, got rid of it, goes to Millie Bryant, who wants to take the crow hop step. I think we fouled her on the floor. And Chris directing traffic, bless his heart, he's like me. I think I spent more time on the floor directing traffic than I did sometimes. That's the 5th foul, so we should be shooting.
I believe so.
Foul on Crumpler. Yeah, it should be a shooting foul. And Bryant, who started the game 1 out of 2, but now she's 3 out of 4, will be there at the line for 2 shots. And string music there, Jodene's old phrase. Used to do basketball for the different networks. He also coached at LSU. Second one, shot it, got it.
I believe Coach Nelson down there was trying to say that she had already made the shot, hoping for an old-fashioned three-point play, but unfortunately not able to get that for Bethel.
That would have been NBA continuation.
I believe so.
Ball around the horn to the left wing, back to the top of the circle to LeMay. She wanted to crank. She's going to take it all the way. Nice, but it was on the backside. You got to hit that magic square on your side.
She shot it a little bit. If she would have shot it a little bit early, might have got in there perfectly off the ring, off the backboard, but just unlucky bounce out there.
I would have loved if she could have seen her come to a jump stop. A lot of dribble, weave, handoffs. Here's Ever Walker. She's capable. She'd had 2 in this quarter, but missed that one. We still maintain the 12-point lead as Brooks has it on the left wing. Looking, she's trying to find Chambers. There's a good battle between Chambers and Hume. And there was a reach in. They must have got the ball cleanly, according to the officials. And now Bethel back on the attack, right wing. Ever Walker kicks out. Hume wants a 3. It's no good, but we didn't block out. Nice.
That was a nice block by LeMay.
Yeah, LeMay with the quick hands in. Saved us a basket. Ever Walker, they clear one side for her. We give help. And they're going to call KJ White.
This is going to be her 3rd, I believe.
It is, and that is an item. And quickly to the table goes Purvine. And Ever Walker will get 2 free throws. She has not been there tonight, but she is a 76.3% free throw shooter. And Bethel wearing that free throw line out now.
That's all right. I don't believe they missed since
Kristen King had the last misses for them. That was back in the second quarter. Boy, nothing but string music again. And
they're going press right here.
Yeah,
I believe a man press, but
no, they went 1-2-1-1. That's the reason we were able to get the ball in the center of it. Dangerous pass, and it just happened Brooks wanted it more. We are out of rhythm right now with a 10-point lead. Need to get that offensive rhythm back. Now we drop in there and see the pushes that they get in the post area, and they're allowing them to use their hands. Then you have to adjust. If they don't call it, it's not a foul.
That's right. You just have to keep going with the play and not worry about the decision of the referees, and that's what hurts a lot of teams now today, as we see.
Of course, they say you have to gain the advantage. They X off of head there, and then the three, and Ever Walker, that's her third one in this quarter.
I believe they called it a 2 there.
Did they call it? Thank goodness. That helps a little bit, but it cuts our lead to 8. And again, we have not looked sharp offensively.
Bethel's picked back up that momentum, and Lady Lions have seemed to lost it again.
And Crumpler gets her shot blocked, and thank goodness it hit the line before she picked it up, because they could have said it was out on her.
I thought the referee was fixing a point towards the Bethel basket, but fortunately we got it back.
We go back to our normal box formation, and we fake the slide up now. We do go up. See LeMay with it. 8 seconds. LeMay's got head out here, but no place to go. Brooks wants to shoot the 3. She got to let go of it. It falls off, and they get the rebound, and we are totally out of sync on offense right now.
Yeah, that's just a little bit too much power there by Brooks. Good idea, but just too much power. But that was
shot and miss.
Great defense there by Chambers.
Yeah, we were playing good defense. LeMay with 46 seconds. This has not been a good quarter for us. And we can't get the last shot because we only have 19 seconds and counting on the shot clock. They'll get one more possession, they being Bethel. We get the high double screen. And again, see our offense is congested, clogged. We get the shot blocked. Chambers goes up. She's fouled. That's got to be a foul.
And looks like they're going to get that on Hume, I believe.
Be her third is what I've got, Mike.
Yeah, she was one of the very few that was in foul trouble for Bethel. Of course, Mickey Head, I believe, getting close to half of them.
Now, these 2 free throws become extremely important for the 73.3% foul shooter. And then shot it, got it.
I believe that's 3 for 3 today for her, isn't it, Coach?
She has a miss back in the second quarter. Shot it, got it.
Must have been off of that 1-and-1, I
yeah,
believe.
she had attempted an old-fashioned three-point play. That's the one advantage of keeping this stat book here, unless you look at the play-by-play of the DAC stats, is I can make that the circle hit the 2, and that indicates that it was an attempt for a three-point play. Steal LeMay with 4 seconds. They steal it back. They've got a chance with 1 second. They throw it up, and did they call a foul? Oh, my. Yes, they did. And going to the line is Millie Bryant, who has hit 4 in a row, and she will get 2. Now, the question is, did the foul come after?
I believe you can do video replay in the NAIA, can't you?
I don't think they will allow it. It doesn't matter anyway. They're going to give her the 2 shots. Or, well, she should be out there shooting, and I will disagree with the administration of it. That's on LeMay, which is her third. Now they come back out, and this is not the proper way to administer it. And again, maybe college does it a little different. I have been a high school official. The bottom line is it's a situation you can do it just about any way you want to, correctable. She gets the first one, and she's now hit 5 in a row after hitting her first and missing her second. She can bring them to within 8, and she does that. Wow.
And seems to be a little miscommunication there.
There is, I think, a lot of miscommunication. Now, Coach Chris Nelson 15-year veteran coach, talking to the officials. Trust me, not only is he trying to win the point there, I know Chris well enough, he's working for the next one too.
That's right. And it's going to be 44-36. Lady Lions have got to pick up the pace here heading into the fourth quarter, Coach.
Yes, they got to get their offense back in sync. It is not in sync at all, and we've got to do a much better job on the offense. And now they've learned they can take it to us. They've got us in a little bit of foul trouble. White was on the bench with 6 when she comes back in. Chambers has 13. LeMay did not score in that quarter. And this is shades of the game you talked about a while ago. Kyle's got 6. Pervine's got 3. Hannah Hughes has got 2. We've got to get her involved in the offense. She's left some shots short. With first possession, you're going to run a set play here and try to get either LeMay or Hughes involved in the offense.
See, with the offense you have out there right now, you see you got 2 good point guards. I don't know if I try to get to LeMay for a 3.
Yeah. Well, Crumpler has not scored, and she's capable of hitting that 3. Here's Crumpler on the right wing with it. Looking, there's Cutters back outside. Now, I told you Chris was working for the calls, and that's Hughes' 4th foul.
And she has got to be careful here. If they're going to take her out, put Chambers in.
Okay, we've got a little smaller lineup. And let's see the matchups. They'll go with a horns formation that's 2 high post and 2 on the baseline. They run a little screen and a curl cut, dribble handoff.
They're still going to
stay
stay man.
Back door. Good job by Chambers. They have to reset their offense at the 12-second mark with Walker coming out front. Ever Walker, and she is quick. Shoots the 3 on the bounce back jumper. And I'm going to tell you what, she has hit them now. She's got 13, and they have cut this to a 5-point game.
I believe the only way Allie Chambers could have stopped that is if she somehow would have tipped it or blocked it, because that was a good shot there by Walker.
Well, you saw the slight step back, which makes it kind of tough to block.
That's right.
LeMay was looking, goes into Chambers. They fake the double down. Here's Chambers trying to force her way in, kick out, round the horn. Brooks takes the 3. It's short, and they get the rebound. They're forcing us, and our offense just does not look smooth right now.
No, it does not. And looked like she might have moved her pivot foot right there, but no call on the play.
5-point game, and we're getting into White Knuckler area. Hume with it. They post up head, and now all we can do is play behind her. We force her to kick out. Walker wanted another 3. They go repost, double down. We should have kept the double down there. And, a little traveling music, Maestro.
And that was a good play, good defensive play there by Caroline Chambers. Not just giving her the easy layup right there.
And now let's check and see. They're playing player-to-player defense. They've used some zone, and they've got Chambers and Hume as a matchup. We run a cutter.
And they might have a little bit of a mismatch out there with Chambers.
LeMay wanted to go to the hole, but they cut her off right now. They've got some of our driving lanes cut. Here goes Brooks, and she's fouled. That's a body foul. It'll be on the baseline and probably is on Childress. And that's only their first foul.
That was a great play there by Chambers, and getting a shot clock reset right there. Almost ran out on us.
Yeah, we've got to do a little better with that. 20 seconds is what it goes to. The ball will be thrown in on the baseline by Brooks. We're again in the box formation. And we kind of read the cuts, but we really didn't screen anybody then. Here's Chambers cutting into the post, and watch the pressure as long as they don't push back on her. And that time Hume was wise. Then we go back in there, and they reach in. Got to be a reach-in foul, and that's got to – well, they called a timeout. No, they did get Childress. I was right. There had to be something. We'll throw it in again. The shot clock will go back to 20 again.
That's right.
And now we run a curl cut with Crumpler, but it's stepping out, and that's good to White. And she is guarded by Walker. She goes to the hole, and to be honest with you, you can't see it. I won't fault the officials, but there was a hand in the back that helped with that miss. There's the Euro step. They'll get Crumpler with the foul.
And I don't think that might be Crumpler's just her first foul, I believe.
I've got 2 on her. Let's see what the official book says. What's bad is Walker will be at the line for 2 and can draw her team to within 3. She has not missed. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Make it 3 for 3. And this is shades of a nightmare right now. That's the reason I'm sitting up here and Coach Epperson's down there now. And make it 4 for 4, and this is a 44-41 lead.
They cut into that 19-point lead that Freed-Hardeman had with about a minute left to go in the second, or the first, I mean.
You know, we go into Chambers. She spins, goes up, stops, pops. Will it fall? Yes! Chambers gets a big basket and an attempt at a 3-point play.
I believe that's 15 for her. At least might be what I have on mine.
I've got Hume with 4 fouls. Yes, 15 and a chance to make it 16, and we need this one.
That's right.
Everybody in TV land, hold your breath. There it is. It's down. And that pushes it back to a 6-point lead. Now we need the good defensive stand. Looks like they're going to send a sub to the table. That's Henniger, who played earlier in the contest.
I believe only got 6 minutes there to end the first half. But
we need to try to keep the ball on the left side of the floor, and that time they managed to center it and go right, which they're very good at. And we making them go in there. They drive 3 seconds. Go into the hole is Head. Her shot, it danced in, and that young lady has done well for her 11th point.
Just got the lucky bounce right there is the only thing. For Shania Brooks there kind of forced her to take that floater. I believe if she didn't, she would have had the charge out there. But
to Crumpler, you're right, and we're back into Chambers straight up. Will it fall? It does. Shooter's touch. Chambers has 5 in the quarter, 18 in the game.
Another great showing here by Chambers. Really has had a hot streak the past few games that we've called, Coach.
Absolutely. Now we got to play defense. We got them on the left side. Let's keep them from using their right hand. But Bryant's 3 comes off. There's got to be a rebounding foul in there somewhere. No. Oh. I'll let you be the judge. Interesting call.
Not exactly sure what they were calling right there on Crumpler.
They said Crumpler used her elbow. 3rd team foul. Both teams have 3 team fouls in this 4th quarter. 5 gets you shooting. And now checking back in after an extended length of time on the bench is Crawford, who has 4 on the game, or she will be checking in. And Henniger will be checking back in with her. Very interesting call.
And they might be.
Maybe they're going to reverse it or something. No, I know what's fixing to happen. They have called an intentional foul.
That's a very rare play in today's game.
Not only will she get 2 throws, but they will also get the basketball. Interesting. Very interesting. And Walker gets that, and she doesn't miss from there. She's got 16 now in the contest after being shut out in the first half.
She's really turned it on here today, Coach.
And they get the basketball. We've only got a 4-point lead. Hume is out.
And so is Childers.
I've officiated before. I feel for Joshua Epperson right now. All I can say is interesting. And folks that's heard me call ball games before know what I mean when I say an interesting call.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you don't see those calls a lot, especially not with the elbow. Now, intentional push, more common, but not really the intentional elbow in today's game anymore.
This is Mickey Head with the basketball, guarded by Chambers, the dribble handoff. And again, we got to keep them going left, and we're allowing them too much usage on the right side. Here's the dribble handoff so they can get us to let them go. The step back three, and it's good, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah,
that was Bryant.
And that's just that was just 5 points there in under 20 seconds, Coach. So Lady Lions really need to have a good offensive possession right here, and Chambers really doing a good job posting up down low.
Well, it's 7 if you say it took a possession away from us, a 7 or 8 point turnaround. Because here's LeMay's jumper, no good, falling away just a little bit. And now Bethel has a chance to take the lead after coming all the way back.
LeMay just has not had it this half. No points in this half at all, Coach.
And they've made her take disadvantaged shots. A lot of screening action by Bethel across the baseline. Three-pointer up off the iron. Chambers with the rebound. And Henniger used her hands. Now, no.
She might have been in the charge circle.
Well, whether she was or not, she slid sideways on that. And Brooks' second foul. There'll be a timeout on the floor, and while everybody gathers composure right here, let's take a timeout on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network. We are back here with a precarious 1-point lead after having that great halftime lead. Michael, our offense totally out of sync, and, we don't need to be begging or anything. We can't get a call either.
That's right. And, referees were discussing down there. I don't know if they will change that call of a charge by Chania Brooks, but
they won't change anything on that. And right now, all our young ladies can do is try to gather themselves. Coach Epperson did a good job of trying to say, hey, ladies, let's refocus, get down, play good, hard defense. And one of the goals was to drive them to their left as much as possible. But with the dribble handoffs and some other things, we've allowed them to take their game and get it back where they want it. Mickey Head has it, goes to the right wing. They pop out Henniger. And Walker has it, who can hit that step-back jumper. And we have to stay close enough. She's also great at driving. Three-point shot up. Three is down. They take the lead, and that is their first game. Our first lead is Madison Henniger hits a three, and they're up 2 now.
And Bethel, just this quarter alone, has scored 15 points.
They get the steal, and will take it coast to coast, and that is Millie Bryant. She got 5 in this quarter and 14, and we need another timeout right here.
That's right. We had 3 left, so that's a good timeout by Coach Epperson.
With 4:06, we're down 53-49, and it'll be a full timeout. We'll take a short timeout and come back on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network. We are back in what was once a big lead, and we allowed them to come out and physically take the lead from us. They fought back, and Bethel has played hard, and we've lost a little focus. Coach trying to get it back, but we didn't even look good. That last pass that got stolen for the layup kind of floated over there, and we didn't step up and meet our pass. LeMay will inbound, Michael. We got 4:06, and then we're now down 4 after having been up 19?
I believe, 19 with 1:48 left to go in the second quarter. So Lady Lions, I believe if they just have really good ball movement right here, pass around, find the open shot, I believe that they can come back in and win this game.
Now again, I know high school I'm used to tagging not being allowed, but now that's a foul. And
might be on Crawford right there, I believe.
Let's see who it's on. It's on 20. That's Bryant. That's only her third foul. Team fourth. Both teams on the next foul will be shooting the bonus. Crumpler, the 91% foul shooter, drops that one, and we needed that. That breaks a long scoring drought.
I lost count of what the run was there, Coach, but it was a lot.
Second one, shot it, got it. Gets us back to within 2. But now we are forced to play not good defense, but great defense.
That's right, Coach. And any stop right here will be great for the Lady Lions. No matter how you get it, we just need a stop.
Good help, but we didn't help and didn't rebound on the backside, and that looked like Henniger sneaking in there and getting that rebound. So we did a great job helping, but nobody dropped down to help on the rebound.
That's right. And Chambers, great way to drop over, but just couldn't get anybody on low with her.
There's Chambers going up, and that one just wouldn't stay down. And did it hit the line? They say no.
And I believe they were wanting both a walk and that.
That's right on the edge there of screens. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 2:53 in the contest. And we're trailing by 4. Here's the 3 up, and it's a little short. We rebound. Brooks wanted to run out of there, but she's cut off by the quick Walker to White.
That was a great play call there by Brooks right there to slow it down, get a little bit of rest, and get a good offensive possession right here.
There's Chambers going in.
Just like that. Just like that, Coach.
If you can't hit your 3 the other way, you know what you do, don't you, Michael?
That's
you get
right.
the old-fashioned 3. This gets it down to a 1-point game, but it is very physical, and I guess I've got to adjust to watching the hands and stuff being used to gain an advantage defensively.
That's right, Coach. Chambers has had a really good game today. I will give her that. And right there gives a Lady Lions back in this game right here.
Now, again, we don't have any non-important defensive possessions.
That's right. And
a little bit of a screen that if we had bumped it could have been illegal. There's Crawford. We got to stop her. She gets inside of us, tries to kick it across the baseline. Probably say KJ White touched it last, but at least we stopped the effort to the goal.
That's right. And only 10 seconds left on the shot clock right here. So, and they're bringing Crawford back out. This is really unusual for her to be coming out, Coach.
Because Crawford is a 13.7 per game scorer. She's logged long minutes on the scoreboard. Now, again, we want to keep them off of the right side of the floor as much as possible. Here's Walker. Head wants the 3. It misses. We've got to pull it in. We do. Crumpler's got it. We can take the lead back with 1:53. LeMay, NBA 3. It is down.
And this crowd has gone crazy, Coach. Everyone out of their seat.
2-point lead by the Lady Lions, and that was pure NBA. Take that, Seth Curry, or Steph, either one of the
both of them. Hey, Alyssa LeMay saying they ain't the only ones that can do that.
The Rifleman from Mount Pleasant, and they want a 30-second timeout. They being Bethel, they'll have 1 left if my calculations is correct after that. They take 30. We're going to take 30 on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network. I was just informed that last shot came from the McDonald's in downtown Mount Pleasant.
That's a really good McDonald's there, Coach. I actually go there about every time I'm in Mount Pleasant.
Yep, 57-55. Bethel has the basketball, high screen. Now they say there was an offensive foul. That is on Head. That is her 4th foul. Now, Coach has a tough decision. Do we just run our offense or do we? Now, Chris, again, is not trying to get this call changed. Chris Nelson, I've known him since he was a young man. And across the way, Jeremy McCulley and Dave McCulley. Jeremy was in school with. He's trying to get the next call.
That's right.
Always
Coach.
working for the. He's a smart young coach. He really is, just like we have a very fine young coach too.
Just in his first year, he's really showing signs of how far he is going to take this Lady Lions program.
Oh yeah, Brooks has got it on the right wing. She wanted to go to the hole. Brings it out with 16 seconds. LeMay has it down in the corner. There's a dogfight in the post area. And we're looking. They go to Chambers. She kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks shot good. One of the biggest baskets of Shania Brooks' career here.
And just 45 seconds left here, Coach. Lady Lions really need a good stop right here.
Yeah, come on defense. That's what the crowd is hollering. You can see the feet stomping. 3-pointer up. Boy, that'll drain you right there, though. That's Bryant for her 8th point in the quarter. She's got 9 and 8, 17. It's a 1-point game. Shot clock, there is a shot differential. We need a basket.
That's right. Doesn't matter what kind, just need one.
They're going to reset. They double down. We lose it. Now they can take the lead. The shot clock is off. Let's see if they hold it and try to go for one.
Looks like they will here, Coach.
15 seconds, no shot clock, down to 10. Walker is going to do it herself, it looks like. Play her for the step-back jumper or the drive. She throws one up. It's short. Rebound pulled off and
Lady Lions win. Lady Lions win.
Absolutely. Allie Crumpler with the big rebound. And I'm bad about calling games when the ball is going to fall short, but you don't hang around this long without another white knuckler, nail biter, slobber knocker. What else can we call it?
I don't know what else you could call it. That's right.
We win.
That's right, Coach.
That's what's important. Lady Lions 59-58. And we're going to take a timeout and get our breath and catch our breath and do all kinds of stuff. We're loving Lady Lion basketball here on the Freed-Hardeman Network. We are back, still trying to catch our breath. The music, the celebration is loud. What a win. Now, I don't like blowing the big lead of 19, and I'm sure Coach will talk with them about that, but I guess the Lady Lions just like making it exciting.
I guess so, and that's 4 straight games in a row that they have made it exciting, and all 4 of them coming at home. Thomas More, Shawnee State, and Martin Methodist, and now tonight, Bethel. And this is 2 straight wins in a row, and this actually might push them up further in the Mid-South Conference standings. We'll have to see later tonight how the other games go, but this could really push them up close to the top 4 there and get that first round bye.
And let's see if I can pick anything up on the DAC stats. These probably are not, these are games in progress. Men's, well, they just changed. About the time I get ready to read them, they go to another conference in the NAI, and we'll try to pick up on that. I know that Chambers had 21, LeMay had 15 for us. We'll give some more scoring in a minute. These are coming off the DAC stats, where they have just posted our score as a final of 59-58. Cumberland won the women's game 51. No, they lost it to Thomas More 76-51. And that's in our league. A lot of things happening. Maybe we can get some other scores from our league. I know for them, Brian had 17 and Walker had 17. Walker is a very fine player, too. He's got good quickness. Surprised we didn't see a little more of King in the second half, though, for Bethel.
That's right. They just only played her just the first half and nothing more from her. But I guess we can't complain about that because she was really effective there in the first half for Bethel. But, well, hey, Freed-Hardeman, we'll take a win when we can get one, Coach.
Oh, a win is a win is a win. If we had drop-kicked it into the goal, our last bucket or something, I would have taken it. The rebound by Crumpler was big. The defense was pretty good. And you knew Walker was going to take that last shot for them. And
that's right.
I'm just very proud. The young men will come out here. We've got 33 minutes between games. Well, of course, folks, you don't want to leave. Coach will be with us. And while you and Paul get that together, tell you what, let's do in a minute. As soon as we'll take a timeout in just a second. But we'll let you and Paul get those stats together so we can see them. Please stay around, folks, because Coach Joshua Epperson will come. He usually brings a player with him. And then hopefully at halftime of the boys contest, we can get Ray Pack up here. And here comes Joshua up here. And
looks like KJ White will be with him.
KJ will be with him. And we're trying to get everything sorted out because Ray Pack is supposed to be our boys' halftime guest. And we will have to check with him. Taylor Hodges doing a great job getting the stats out there. And we need to check with Ray here in a moment. And I was looking to see if Paul could give us a timeout. We need to take a timeout so we can get organized. Coach is on his way, and I need to talk to Ray. Let's take a timeout on the Freed-Hardeman Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator.
I can stand.
We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
back at Freed-Hardeman, where white knucklers, nail biters, and slobber knockers have become the way of life in the ladies' game. My tan, what little I've got, left me. Half the folks over there held their breath, but you ladies get it more excited now. Let me tell you who the special guests are. First of all, from Trenton, Tennessee, one of my favorite places, KJ White is here, and also, you know this good-looking fellow, Coach Jefferson, is right here. It's a wonder he didn't pass out. You did get your papers back, though. From
yeah.
Folks, the reason if you just tuned in for the boys' game, shame on you. 40 lashes with a wet noodle or something like that. You just missed. We've had 2 nail biters in a row, 59-58, the happy final, and that is happy is the key word, over a really good team that beat us at their place. But we're going to talk to KJ first. KJ, have you recovered yet from the game?
Yes, sir. I have. That girl she hit my shin with her foot. It was fun.
Do you like playing the nail biters, or would you like to play in a couple of blowouts for relaxation?
I like the nail biters are fun when we win in the end. When we win, those are fun.
Well, now you should be used to it because you played up at Gibson County.
Yes, sir.
And y'all played in a few. You played in the state tournament, but
Yes,
it's college fun.
It is. It is fun. The game is completely different from high school.
And I'm probably backed out of it, but folks. And I wish we could focus it. This young lady has the nicest smile. She is making me feel so bad. Look at that nice smile and stuff. Now, Mom, I saw her walking a while ago.
She walks so much.
Now, is she a great as athlete in her younger days as you are?
From what I've heard, she was. Yeah, okay. I've heard she was a defensive player.
Well, this is a fun team to play with a lot of nice young ladies, aren't they? Y'all
Yes,
are
sir.
all friends, aren't you?
We are, yes, sir. We're super close, more than any other team I've seen.
And you know, it's just so much. The change, you know, you were playing so good at 2 guard, and unfortunately Reagan went down. You had to move over. I think personally you've gotten better and better every game. How do you feel about your change to point guard?
I feel like it was definitely an adjustment. I've never played point guard in high school. It was on and off, but I've always been a 2 guard, and so my role changing from being a 2 to being a 1, it was hard, but I had the whole team behind me. They all believed that I could do it, and that really helped a lot.
It did, and I know this young lady from her days at Gibson County because she was their go-to girl. That's the reason they had somebody else playing point guard.
That's right.
Because you had to play against the Lees from over at TCA so much.
Yes,
and
sir.
those were knockdown, drag-out battles.
Yeah.
And, of course, they have the utmost respect for her, as a lot of people. And this is a team that I know that one time Chris Nelson recruited you. And how do you feel to beat somebody that recruited you?
It feels nice. Real nice, especially to beat them here on our home floor, to have such a close game. It's nice.
Well, let's talk about KJ White up close and personal. First of all, how many brothers, sisters, etc. like that do you have?
I'm an only child.
You're an only child?
Yes, sir.
Wow. I like that. I was for 9 years, and then my brother came along. But that's good. And your mom is so supportive of you.
Yeah, my whole family, they're all – I usually
They are.
have like almost 10 people here every game, my family. They've always been so supportive.
Now, what are we majoring and minoring in here at Freed-Hardeman?
I majored in education, teach middle school science, and coach basketball.
Okay, I thought you weren't
Yes.
going to say the magic word.
No.
If you didn't coach, that would be a tragedy.
That's right.
Now, do you ever have any aspirations of coaching on the college level someday?
There you go.
If it happens, it happens. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Now, what subjects do you like best? I know, obviously, you got to take the education subjects, but in my case, I liked taking economics, which is kind of because that's called the dismal science. What's your favorite subject here at Freed-Hardeman?
My favorite subject, probably science. The science professors here are really good. I like them.
They are. I
Yes,
agree,
sir.
100. Now, let's find out a couple of other things about you. Favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Blue.
Yes, sir.
Interesting, since you wear
Gibson
blue.
County, right? Well, yeah.
And what about food? What's your favorite food?
That's a hard one. I love food. I eat a lot. Probably either Mexican or chicken Alfredo.
Well, you may eat a lot, but you are not as big as a minute child. A good wind would blow you away. We'd have to put weights in your shoes with some of these tornadoes that come through West Tennessee. Now, as far as that, what kind of movies do you like, and what's your favorite sports movie?
Oh, what kind of movies do I like? I like rom-coms. Those are good. And then, I don't know, sports movies, those are good. The motivational ones, I like those.
Have you watched Hoosiers before?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you remind me of Jimmy Chitwood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you some trivia you can pull on your teammates. The real guy in real life's name's Bobby Plump. Mm-hmm. And he hit the shot. Did you know the only thing that's really true, though, in Hoosiers is where he hit the shot from? And but we're not here to talk about Hoosiers, but that's motivational. That's what I like. That's the reason she's going to be a good teacher and coach.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite drill at practice? We always got to do that with everybody.
Favorite drill at practice? 2-on-2 get back.
2-on-2 get back.
Yep.
that is a good one right there. Now, we've improved our position in the conference, obviously, today. What have we got to do the rest of the season? I'm going to make a coach out of you right now. And coach is going to answer, but I'm not going to he's going to hear your answer, but you won't get to hear his.
We have to keep our energy up. Our energy this game, the first half was the best we've ever had. The third half, it kind of went down, but I think finishing the game with the energy we started with will keep us every time. In the past games, we've been so up and down with everything. I think this is the first game we've ever been almost solid the whole time.
Much better, because we've had some gaps that we did, and y'all got it back together at the end of the game. Now, I'm going to give you, it's your turn to say anything you want to not only the folks back in Trenton, not only the Freed-Hardeman fans, but we've even probably been picked up. I think even the Campbellsville fans are watching, because they're going to take our feed and their radios here, but they're going to watch during the boys' game. So you got a lot of basketball fans, and it's your turn to say anything you want to them.
I would just say watch out and be ready, because we are ready to go.
And go Lady Lions,
yes,
right?
Sir.
And you're welcome. Stay with us. We're going to talk to Coach a little bit. Coach, we were cruising along, 19-point lead, and then we kind of hit what I call the doldrums a little bit. It wasn't that we weren't trying, it just wasn't happening for us.
Yeah, a couple things there. Number one is they didn't make a single three-pointer in the first half. We knew the law of averages. They're going to make some in the second half. I mean, we wish they'd go over, but that's not normal. How many did they end up making?
I did. Well, let's see on the sheet. I'll give you my sheet. Oh, let's get the stats up there.
There we go.
Well, they increased their percentage.
They did. So they were 0%, went to 23, so obviously they shot a lot better in the second half.
They wound up hitting 6 for the game. Well, here's the stat that hit me is Walker didn't even scratch in the first 2 quarters.
We did a great job on her in the first half. Her big thing, like we talked about, is pushing her left. She really still never got anything off the drive. Most of her stuff came from three-point range. How many threes did she end up with?
She wound up with 2, and one I thought was a 3 for a minute, and thank goodness I watched it, and her foot was barely on the line, and that was a big item right there.
And the second thing is we started watching a little bit when the shots went up instead of blocking out. If you look at the stats, they beat us on the boards, and that's one of the things we preached at halftime that we're going to have to keep getting better at is we have to do better on the boards.
Yeah, and that concerned me because we were only 2 rebounds at the end of the first half down to them.
Yeah.
And now they increased it and pushed that out. But I want you to look at something, and I know you're proud. 11 turnovers.
11 turnovers.
Remember at Bethel, 20 turnovers.
20 turnovers.
And I'm sure you remember that.
It's huge. It's huge for us. And that's the biggest, like KJ's progression as a point guard and our team. You know, obviously she's a big part of it, but also the team taking care of the basketball better, valuing it. They've done a much better job. I mean, almost every game, except maybe Martin Methodist, the last 4 or 5, we've really done better taking care of the basketball. And it's why we're in the ball games now.
We have done a lot better. And the thing is we got, even though we got out rebound, we got some key rebounds.
Yes.
And we forced them early, especially that first half. We forced them into a lot of turnovers.
We did. We did a great job of implementing and doing our game plan in the first half. And the girls sold out to it. And when you do that, it's huge.
It's huge.
I really feel like for Bethel, we controlled what they were doing early, especially on the offensive side. We got to do what we wanted to do. The next step for us on the offensive side is be able to adjust once they adjust.
Yeah.
Every team adjusts at halftime. and we don't always adjust as well to keep scoring. So we gotta work on that. Good news is we got 3 days of practice before our first game. We haven't had 3 days of practice in a while.
Well, we needed that. We've
do.
got to have some tired legs.
We do. They're getting a couple days off. So
matter of
that'll
fact,
be
a
good.
couple of you girls probably need some new shoes because you can
New
hear
shoes,
that.
yeah,
I
probably
need
so.
shoes.
You could hear
There you
them
go.
snore. You could hear it squeaking and stuff, and that means that shoe leather and stuff wearing off
Yeah.
those shoes and stuff. Coach, it's a big win.
Yeah.
We're off Saturday, right? We haven't
Yes.
found a replacement.
No game.
The conference commissioner.
If so,
couldn't
I'm going to be totally surprised because they haven't told me. So.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. We wanted to keep the fans appraised
So
for that.
we play
And-
next Thursday is our next time to play against
Yeah.
Cumberland here at home. Big game. They beat us by about 8 or 9 at third place.
Absolutely.
But we've improved a lot since then. So should be a great game.
And you should be familiar from high school with one of their players because I believe Alyssa Gehring is playing post for them.
Yes,
and
sir.
so you get to knock heads with enough.
Right.
TCA and Gibson County used to have some real battles.
Yeah.
Those were fun games.
They
Yeah.
were knocked down,
They're a good
dragged
team.
out.
Good program.
Now, Coach, we got to heal all our injuries. Allie did not look like she was hurting at all out there.
No, she did fine. I mean, I was which I'm sure adrenaline plays a role. Start playing, you forget about being injured.
And just like her, she got clobbered down there, got up and hit the free throws.
Yeah.
Did you know I never hit a free throw after I got hit like a? She's
What?
much tougher than I am.
She always
I'd get
does.
up and miss mine.
Well, when you were talking about free throws, that's the thing that's nice about this team. We've got a lot of people I'd put at the line to make both free throws. Like the other day we put Allie because she's a good free throw shooter. But KJ could have done it. Obviously, Taryn could do it.
Oh, yeah.
Alyssa LeMay could. I mean, we got so many people that can shoot free throws well. It's a nice thing. That's the good thing is we get fouled at the end of the game. I feel pretty confident we'll be in a good shape.
Yeah, and while I got both of y'all here because I know this young lady well enough, and she'll have a nice. I mean, what can you say about Caroline Chambers? But I mean,
yeah.
it's a stellar performance.
Another
21 big ones.
Yeah,
Yep.
she does great. Go ahead.
She's just a solid player when we need her, when we're down, when we're up. Anyway, she's always working so hard in the post.
And, of course, LeMay kind of got shut down for a while, but when you needed it, she hit a three from the McDonald's in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee.
You know, it's funny. Not many players on our team would I be like, okay, that's a good shot. But for her, hey, if she's in stride and she's feeling it, I trust it completely.
Well, I'm
Me
going
too.
to talk about this. I did get to see her play in high school. I've seen her take 2 steps across the half line. No, she didn't miss it. She drilled it.
Yeah.
Of course, she was used to playing with
She didn't have much
3
around her. So.
They were nice young ladies.
Yes,
That's the
yes.
best thing I can say
Yeah.
about. She would be guarded by 3 people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen this young lady go through things, and you're going to make a great coach.
Thank you.
And, Coach, let's go back to a couple of things about our team. Rebounding, we've already talked about, which is normal. You have good games. Sometimes you have those moon, stars, and planets game. We had a moon, stars, and planets didn't line up right in the third quarter. They took us out of our rhythm a little bit. They are physical, just like you
Yes,
said.
yeah.
And I hope the conference commissioner doesn't shoot me and you don't have to respond. I'm having just a hair trouble as an old official. I have officiated some. When did they start letting you guide post players and stuff with the hand in the back?
I know. We kept trying to get that call. Now, we got it at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
We didn't get much before then. So,
And you and I both know from coaching, you can really play defense if you can guide somebody.
It was a frustrating night. I'm not saying anything bad. Like, I'm not saying the officials did a bad job. But I will say this. One of them came up and apologized to me. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and it was, and I have a phrase, interesting calls, and I don't know if you girls ever listen to the broadcast or watch them. You hear me say it's an interesting call, and
right.
y'all probably figured out what it's meant. But forget that.
Yeah.
We won.
We won.
A win is a win is a win.
That's right.
And I'm sure you have that philosophy. But I had a text a while ago. I need to show it to this guy. A friend of mine said, "Get Coach to explain that a win is a win." He said, "I think we should have beat them by 50 points." And I told him, that's unrealistic. I said, "This is college basketball.
Yeah.
You take a 1-point win when you can get it."
You can. You know, that doesn't mean I'm not going to go back and look at the film and break down how could we done it better. So maybe it would be a bigger win. But you're right. At the end of the day, the points don't matter as far as the W goes down as a W.
And I want to get you to comment
especially
on this.
against a rival.
The regular season, to me, is nothing but a setup for the tournament.
Yes.
We're playing for position.
Exactly. And that's the big thing for us, especially with injuries, everything else. We just got to keep putting ourselves in good position to get the bye in the first round of the conference tournament. And then as good a record as you can so that you don't play as tough of teams as possible in the next couple rounds.
Now, before I give Coach his last statement, I'm going to say this. Any young lady that's within recruiting age here, et cetera, like that, right here, and the other young ladies we've already had, and we're going to have some more, I would want to have this young lady as my teammate.
Yeah.
I would want to come to Freed-Hardeman and play Lady Line basketball because she doesn't care whether she plays defense, whether she shoots, whatever. And guess what? You've got about 12, 15, ever how many. I haven't seen a selfish person out there.
And KJ said earlier, they are a family. They get along. And when we do recruiting, it's not about me recruiting them. These girls do the recruiting. And what I mean by that is as soon as they meet them, it's usually a done deal. Like they're like, especially if you go to other schools.
I like the culture. You do too, don't you?
Yes, sir, I
can
do.
tell.
I
Look
love
at that
it.
smile. Man, that just lights me up. Seeing it. Coach, as usual, it's about 13 minutes. Anything that you want to talk about right now, talk to the fans about. I enjoy this young man so much. It's good to talk sports and ask questions to him. But, folks, you need to listen to him. It's his time now.
Well, a big thing for fans is we promised the progress is being made. These girls are doing the work, and it's showing on the court. Just keep bearing with them as we keep building and building. And, when you do that, obviously good things are happening for them.
Good things are happening. It's exciting, and I tell you what, this is as exciting as we lost on a 35-foot bank shot in the sub-state to David Lipscomb one year, and it was still an exciting game.
Yeah.
But a win makes it a whole lot better.
It sure does.
Coach, I am looking forward to next week.
Yes,
Gonna
sir.
miss you. What, are you going to be here Saturday?
I'm sure I'll be around.
Come
if
on
basketball's
by
coming on.
and talk a little bit.
Or I might go watch basketball. Bethel play Saturday. I might
That's
go
right.
watch them play Campbellsville.
They play, is it Campbellsville
Yeah.
they play? Yeah, because it's Georgetown that's got the 2 COVID sit-outs.
Yes.
And Campbellsville men's here, their men, they'll be if you go
Anyway,
up there, that's all right. And
Right.
KJ, any of you or the young ladies that, if it's a situation like that and y'all are here and want to come by, we'll talk to you. We love talking
Yes, sir.
because y'all have been fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
Folks, 2 winners right here, along with a bunch of other young ladies. But today's interview, KJ White, the fine point guard, formerly known as a 2-guard, the artist formerly known as a 2-guard, and from Trenton, Tennessee, in Gibson County High School. And, of course, a young man I consider, and I don't have to say this stuff, one of the finest young coaches, and I know he's a very good recruiter because I know his background. I get the privilege of meeting all these people and talking with you and bringing you Freed-Hardeman Lady Line basketball. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll set up the men's game on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
Okay, we are back at the house of the White Knuckler and the ladies the last couple of games, nail biters, slobber knockers, whatever, and I enjoyed it. What fantastic people we just had. Now we make it even better. One of the finest sportsmen, bookkeepers, broadcasters, you name it, he can do it. He also does a pretty good job at church, too. My privilege to have my friend Ray Pack, who is going to be the voice of the Lady Lions softball, and he also takes pretty good care of some fine people at Chester County. Ray, glad to have you with us.
Thanks, Coach Shaw. I appreciate all those accolades, even though I'm not sure I deserve all of them. But
well, the only thing I haven't seen you do, and somebody told me you did this, you fill up the water bottle sometimes.
Well, I can do that if I need to. It's all about these kids. What I do is all about the kids. And when I moved down here 11 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever it was, my wife, the first call she made when she took a job here was to call the AD, said, my husband needs something to do.
Well, they have, and Mike McCutcheon, great AD, and
exactly.
He's kept you pretty busy. You work with a good group of guys
and we've been together 9 years. And it's been known and told to me by officials and that this is one of the best tables that you can come to for a college ball game.
I had a coach at another school tell me it's the best table in the conference.
You know, we try to stay on top of it. Naturally, you know, we miss things, but we try our best to keep on top of it.
Ray, we're fortunate you and I both are going to work for Worthy Road Studios. There'll be days where there's softball and baseball at the same time. You and I are going to help each other from time to time.
That's right.
We're looking forward to it. Now you're going to help us or be with the volleyball next year too? We're probably going to do volleyball.
Volleyball will be a little challenging. Now you talk about in the fall, in the spring. You know, there's no way that you and I can do volleyball, baseball, softball.
I think this year it's just going to be softball and baseball.
But yes, if you know, I do the Chester County sports and I do volleyball there, but
yeah.
There's a lot of times if there's no conflicts, yes, I will
between the two of us. We're gonna make it happen.
And I'm appreciative, and I don't know if Paul gets enough credit sometimes, but I appreciate him having confidence in me to come in and to work with you and to work with Worthy Roads.
Oh, Paul, that's one of the first things when he came to me is he said, Ray Pack has got to work with us. Well, he will get me to twist your arm.
Well, you know, it's all about working together to make it successful. I think you know how it is. You know, we just watched the basketball game, the girls. They have been so close, Coach Joe, in the last 4 games to getting that victory they needed. Now, they beat Martin the other night by 2. Tonight, the struggle comes in the second half as they come out. It seems they don't have the intensity in the third quarter defensively, but then they pick it up at the end. But they've had Shawnee State and Thomas More both ranked in the top 10 in the country, and we had them both beat.
And let them off the hook.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for us that you know what we're used to do. And you know, it's younger kids that are learning a new system and
changing the culture.
But you can see, and I think you can vouch for this, from where we were when the season started to where they are now is a night and day difference. They're playing much harder, I think, with more intensity.
They've learned to adjust without Reagan Floyd. Let's be honest, that was a big blow.
Exactly.
And we got the game that we lost that night that she got hurt. We were right there in it, but then the turnover, it was a turnover disaster.
You know, that was when I had COVID and I wasn't able to be here, and I was watching it online, and when I saw her fly down into that corner and when she landed, I knew it wasn't good. I was afraid it was an ACL that she blew out. But fortunately, she's coming back in about another week or so.
Yeah.
And you got Brooks back now, which takes some pressure off the young lady you just interviewed, KJ. So they're getting there and they're gelling a little bit, which is going to be interesting down the stretch for the games we have remaining.
Well, and that's the key thing. You and I, we've done a lot of sports and stuff, but it's playing down the stretch. You want to go into the tournament hot. You know, a lot of teams make the mistake. They come out and show everything and do everything. First 10 games, or if you got a 30-game schedule, the first 15, then you've got nothing left for the tournament. So if you want to be hot at tournament
right,
time,
exactly. You want the momentum to swing to the last third of the season, or maybe not the third, but somewhere in the half to third range of the season. That's where you want your momentum at.
Ray, I know I've got limited time, and you're going to come back.
But I can come back up another night or
another
sometime.
night. You come back. But we got about a minute and a half before you go. It's your turn. I have a tradition, and wherever I go, it's your turn to say anything to the Lion fans and the folks watching. And I think the Campbellsville people may have tuned in by
probably
now.
Tuned in. Well, I am from Kentucky.
Yes.
And Campbellsville is only about 60 miles from my hometown, Elizabethtown.
Oh, I know where Elizabethtown is.
And so we'd go to Campbellsville when my daughter played softball. We'd play at Taylor County. We'd play Campbellsville. And we'd even go down over to Columbia, where Adair County is. That's where Lindsey Wilson is. So I say hi to all my friends back home. And to our Freed-Hardeman fans, just know we miss you being here, because the crowd can swing momentum so much in a game, and I've seen that all year in other sports and other venues. But we're just thankful that these kids are even able to get out there with the precautions that are in place. And I want everybody to know I love what I do. And yes, it's tiring at times, but you just persevere.
Oh, you do. I gained energy coming here today, and I was tired when I came.
Right.
Because we've had a bunch of games this week ourselves.
Well, I'm on day number 13 of something going on every day.
Oh,
and I've got about 4 more to go. But I'll make it. It won't be bad. But anyway, thanks to all of our Lion fans for tuning in. And we hope to see you all back in the venues, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, softball. I haven't heard precautions as far as what they're going to do at softball and baseball. I think they're going to allow some fans in since it's outdoors.
I think so too, Ray. Ray, we've got to take a quick time out.
All right.
And you better take the elevator to get down there.
All right, I'll take that elevator. I appreciate y'all having me on, and I'll be back up in a week or so whenever we have more time.
Sound like a winner. Ray Pack of the table, we'll call it today. He does many other things. We're going to take that quick time out. It's just about time for Lions men's basketball.